Hey everybody, so today we're going to talk about the GleanQuote integration for HubSpot CRM. First step is to go to the HubSpot app marketplace and locate GleanQuote's app. From there, we're going to install the app. Quick note, if you need to come back and look at any of these steps, we have a full setup guide under resources here, which walks through the entire integration process. Let's go ahead and install the app. That takes you to a GleanView GleanQuote login page. From there, go ahead and sign in. If you don't already have a GleanQuote account, click sign up for free and we'll get you started today. Let's go ahead and use the one I have already set up and sign in. This takes you directly into the integrations page. Step 2 is to go ahead and enable the HubSpot integration and select your HubSpot instance that you want to link to GleanQuote. The next step tells you what information will be shared between HubSpot and GleanQuote. Let's go ahead and connect the app and prove that we're not a robot. Now the integration is set up, let's go ahead and edit the mapping settings. Inside the settings, the first checkbox allows you to auto-populate the HubSpot deal amount with the GleanQuote proposal total. Since GleanQuote allows you to have both non-recurring and recurring totals in each proposal, you can select which of those totals will populate into the deal amount or sum of both totals. The next checkbox allows you to auto-populate the deal line items from the proposal line items in GleanQuote. However you have them set up in GleanQuote is how they'll push back into the deal line items, and you can check whether those populate when each proposal is sent or every time it's edited. The next checkbox allows you to use a configured model number instead of a static model number for each HubSpot SKU. This allows you for any nested line items or components underneath to roll up and configure a new model number that's pushed back into HubSpot. The last checkbox allows you to update the deal stage with the proposal status. Let's go ahead and check that and map a couple of statuses. Just add a row, select a field in GleanQuote. Let's go ahead and click Sent and map that to, let's go ahead and choose Presentation Scheduled. Add the next row. Completed is probably the most popular one, and that goes along with Closed Won. And let's add one more row. Let's go ahead and let's choose Rejected and go ahead and map that with Closed Lost. The next step is we're going to map the company, deal, and contact level data from HubSpot into GleanQuote. Under the company records, the only required field to map is name, which you can see we've already got company name in HubSpot mapped to the company name in GleanQuote. Everything else is optional. You will see that under each of these tabs, if you click on the GleanQuote fields on the left, we do have a bunch of predefined fields. And if you do need to add any more fields to map into GleanQuote, you can go ahead to the upper right-hand cog, go to Company Settings and Customization, and add any type of field that you want so that you can map it here. Remember, these fields are used specifically for variables inside the quote editor so that you don't have to retype information that's already stored in HubSpot. And then let's look at the deal. The name, again, is the only field that's required here. So we have name and map that to deal name and some other fields as well. And also contact records. So on contact, we do need a couple of pieces of information. We like to have first name and last name to make sure that we're not duplicating any. And then the most important one is email address because that's the key field on each contact record to make sure. So let's go ahead and make sure those are all mapped. And again, anything else that you want to pull in. One of the things to notate on any of these is we do store address in GleanQuote at multiple levels. We have it on the company level, we have it on the deal level, and we have it on the contact level. And we like to break down addresses by street, city, state, postal code, and country. So if you do have a combined address field in HubSpot, you would need to create a custom field here, call it combined address or something for the contact, and pull that in. If not, pull in the elements and we'll combine them in the system or allow you to use them separately. All right, so that's how you map custom fields. If you do need to add a new field, just click Add Row select the field in HubSpot that you need to pull over and the corresponding field that you want to map it to in GleanQuote. I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. After you've got that set up, is go ahead and click Save at the bottom. And now your integration settings are set up. Let's go ahead and jump back into HubSpot just to verify that the integration is working properly. Go ahead and load a deal and see on the right-hand side where the GleanQuote card has been added. We've gone ahead and floated that up to the top so we can get to it quicker. The last thing we'll need to do in here is just to verify under activity that the filter activity for GleanQuote integration is turned on, since GleanQuote pushes back all activity associated with each proposal to the deal record and any contact associated with it. There are two more things we need to do inside GleanQuote before we can send a new proposal, and that is to build out a proposal template and add some products. Adding your products and pricing to GleanQuote is easy. Just go ahead to Proposals, Products, where you can either bulk import from a CSV file or manually add products one at a time if you don't have that many. Here you can also manage your internal category structure and filter selections to make it easy to find the products. Building a proposal template is easy. Just go to Proposals and Templates. You can build one from scratch clicking the New Template button and using the easy drag and drop builder, or we've taken a shortcut that accomplishes both adding a template and products at the same time for the sake of this demonstration. Go to GleanView Template Library. Under there, we have some pre-built templates with associated product already loaded in them for you to pull in. We've gone ahead and selected the IT services one, click copy to my proposal templates, and now in my proposal templates, this one's ready to go, as well as in the product library, all the product associated with that is ready to go. So now we can go into HubSpot and start creating a proposal. So now let's jump back into HubSpot, load any deal, and click on New Proposal from the GleanQuote card on the right-hand side. You'll notice that the entire GleanQuote experience loads inside an iframe in HubSpot, so the user never has to leave the system. Let's go ahead and name the proposal. Select a template, the one that we had already copied over to that library. If you're using any type of price lists or price books inside GleanQuote, you would have the ability to select that here. But let's go ahead and leave that with the standard price list and create our new proposal. From there, the entire proposal editor loads and allows you to now edit the quote. For the sake of this video, let's assume this proposal and quote is exactly what we needed, so we're not making a lot of changes. However, you could use the drag and drop editor to add other elements to the proposal. Make sure there's a signature line at the bottom, which there is. Drag that over, or drag any other saved templates you might have built. Those could be additional pages or other quote and proposal elements. Last thing we would do is go into the quote itself and make any changes we need to here, changing quantities, changing pricing if that's an option, adding any discounts if needed, or going in the library and adding any other products that might need to be added to this quote or proposal, and any configuration that's required. From there, the next thing to do is just click Done and preview the proposal for sending. Our proposals do create a PDF and digital HTML version of each proposal so that your customer can either download and print a PDF or sign it digitally when it's ready. Let's look through the digital preview. Everything looks great. And it's scalable on different screen sizes as well. So now that this proposal is ready to send, let's go ahead and scroll down to the signature block. Make sure that we have a contact selected. I've selected Dentist Test again. These contacts are all pulled in from any contact associated with the deal in HubSpot. Go ahead and click Apply, and we're ready to send this proposal. Go ahead and click Send, and it loads up the Send Proposal modal, which allows you to add an optional message. Set reminders so that they get notified every few days that they need to still sign the proposal. as well as preview what the email will look like for the recipient. Let's go ahead and send this proposal. The customer then receives an email with a button to open the proposal or download PDF. Let's go ahead and open the digital proposal. They also have the ability, again, inside here, the reader, to download the PDF or print the document as it's shown. And we have a nice little navigation button that takes them what they need to do next, which would be to sign off on the proposal. So simple and easy. They get a chance to read through the proposal, sign it, and then click Finish and Submit. Now the proposal's been submitted. Let's jump back over into HubSpot, and you'll see that the proposal is marked completed, which is mapped over to closed won, and the dollar amount that we identified in the integration settings has also been pushed over in the deal amount. Also, any line items that existed on the proposal have been pushed into the deal line items, and all activity has been tracked on the deal activity as well as any contact associated with the proposal. This includes anytime it's been viewed, partially signed, completed, and when it was turned to closed won. So that's how simple and easy the GleanQuote integration works with HubSpot. Since everything loads inside an iframe, the user experience is completely seamless and your users never leave HubSpot. So the last couple pieces of information: account permissions, data that's shared between GleanQuote and HubSpot, CRM data is mapped from HubSpot into GleanQuote, contact, deal, and company level records are pushed into GleanQuote to be used as variables on the proposals. All activity from the proposals is pulled back into HubSpot as timeline events on both the deal level and the contact records. And product and line item level data is synced between HubSpot and GleanQuote. The HubSpot integration with GleanQuote is included in each one of our plans. It's also available in these following HubSpot plans: Free Tools and CRM, Marketing Hub, Sales Hub, Service Hub, CMS Hub, and Operations Hub. If you need to learn more or reach out to us directly, just click the green Help button inside the app. This loads the Help Center, which has a bunch of different help articles and videos on how to use the system, as well as allows you to submit a request and reach out to us directly. Lastly, if for any reason someone needs to uninstall the GleanQuote integration from HubSpot, just go to your connected apps, select Uninstall on GleanQuote, and type out the word uninstall to confirm. If you have a paid subscription with GleanQuote, go ahead in the app and leave us a message as to when you would like the subscription to stop and why, and if you need any additional help getting your data out of GleanQuote.